So the first thing is with the Outbound, we have the capability of creating different calling lists. And those calling lists can be, if we just get into the call list for the particular tenant for the lead demo that we're talking about here. And so those calling lists can be uploaded through Excel. We can upload them through API, through third-party data systems, etc. So the idea being, with the calling list, what that is obviously it's a list of the people that we want to approach for a given campaign. We can do some simple calling list statistics. Let me just pull up some of these here. You can see a couple of the different files that we have uploaded. You can actually look at some of the statistics to tell you, okay, how many calls were made, what types of calls, and then what to do with those calls. So, for example, being able to schedule callbacks and so on, and being able to look at some of those callbacks. Let me come into this here. And the way we configure the calling list is pretty straightforward. As you can see, you define the name for the calling list, which tenant and which campaigns that it becomes a part of, and then we upload the file. When we upload the file, what that does is it allows us to edit the different fields that are within a file. So, for example, in this case, we've got city, 3 customer data fields, an email address, name, etc. here. We can add additional fields if we would like, and these are just mapping back to the file that we upload. Once we have our calling, once we have our calling list, we can then look at the script that goes along with that calling list and manage that script. So as you can see here, if I edit the script, the scripting engine is, as you would expect, an HTML type engine that allows you to display information to the agent. It takes information out of the calling list, and then it allows you to capture information as a part of repeating or reading off that script. And so, we have some basic information. If I go to the, let me find the preview down here. Give me a sec, sorry. So as you can see, this is kind of the preview of the script that we would look at. So, hi, I'm Robert Winder. Am I speaking to? And then we pick up information. So in the normal display, it doesn't say it's not a valid column. This is just because it's the preview. It would say the name of the person. And then you can go and collect information. So as you can see here, the script is built with some radio buttons, some checkboxes, interested in unified communications, contact center, what are the services, any other remarks, and then you apply a call complete type action to say that person that we called, that disposition is now complete. At the very top, what you also see is the ability to say we didn't get in touch with the person, or they're not interested, or we'd like to schedule a call back for a different time. And then right above that, we can also skip ahead and skip back. And some of these tools are configurable, so you don't have to have them there for the agent. So we can turn those things off based on different permissions. In terms of the configuration of the campaign, I'm not sure if we have a campaign. Here we have an outbound campaign here. So let's take a look at that. And what we'd be able to do is to configure the type of application that we like people to be able to see in the outbound environment. And then we also configure the type of dialing that we want to have put in place as well. And we do that in the queue. So we have both preview and predictive and a form of power dialing. And so what we do is we configure that on a dialing mode associated with a queue. So when we do that, if we wanted to change, for example, from preview dialing into predictive, we can do that. And then we can also specify how aggressive we want to be with the prediction. So, as you can see here, it's using the slider, we can increase or decrease the amount of whatever the calling rate is. And then we can then choose also how we want to dial. So do we want to dial in a random order based on the calling list, of, just a random selection of the calling list? Or do we want to dial them based off of the order that they were imported into perhaps if we put our top priority ones at the head of the queue as opposed to everybody else.